Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 5 says, "The fool folded his hands together and eats his own flesh." Proverbs chapter 26, verse 4 says, "Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you also be like him." What a fool! Sounds familiar? The word fool has taken many different forms throughout history of the English language. In the 21st century, a fool is defined as one who performs a senseless act without thinking it through. When we say he is a fool or she is a fool, we are saying that his action or action was not carefully thought out. A fool has been defined as someone who sets himself up as a king over a certain viewpoint, such that he shuts himself out from any other viewpoint and becomes unteachable. A fool is one who is so convinced that his view is the only one that is correct and that everyone who disagrees with him is wrong. Webster's defines a fool as a person lacking in common powers of understanding or reason, or one with a marked propensity or fondness for something. The Hebrew word for fool is kasal, which means foolishness that is bred from a refusal to look beyond one's own understanding. A fool is one who will not accept advice or counsel, one who sits down and dwells on his own understanding of events. The phrase folded his hands implies someone who gets discouraged to the point that he refuses to look on the positive side and has become totally pessimistic, someone who is convinced that disasters and tragedy lie ahead and will not raise a finger to do anything about it. The word translated as folly in Hebrew is aval, which means one who argues for argument's sake, one who is quarrelsome. The author of Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, believed to be Solomon, the wisest man ever lived, is telling his readers, you and I included, don't even bother trying to answer someone who is so set in his viewpoint that he will not listen to any reason, someone who is unteachable and just trying to draw others into his argument. If we do, we will become like him, so firm in our position that we will not listen to reason. The only thing we want to accomplish is to prove that we are right and everybody else is wrong. And all we end up is being angry and upset. In other words, don't waste our time being a fool. Have you been a fool without you realizing it? Does walking lead to happiness? The answer is a resounding yes. The key is where to walk.